Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Caboose XB. I'll bring you another Batman v Superman video, and today what we're going to be talking about is the money that Batman v Superman is tracking to make on its opening weekend, as well as some of the money that it's already made from pre-sale tickets. And I'm going to also be providing you my personal opinion on how much I think Batman v Superman is going to be making on its opening weekend. Let's just get right into this. So the Hollywood Reporter and Deadline are reporting, both of them, that Batman v Superman is looking to make over or about $140 million on its opening weekend between March 25th and March 27th. Take in mind that this is for North America only. So this is only the domestic opening weekend for Batman v Superman. What Deadline is reporting is that worldwide, Batman v Superman is looking to make $300 to $340 million. Now, the reason that it's tracking so much worldwide and possibly going to be within the top 5 most grossed films in its opening weekend is because this film is opening everywhere. It's opening in China, it's opening in all these other markets. So Batman v Superman is going to have a huge release on March 25th, and of course it's going to be an Easter weekend. A lot of people are going to have Friday off, so they're going to be heading to the theaters, and that brings me to what I think Batman v Superman is going to be making on its opening weekend. Because if I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think there's a snowball's chance in hell it's going to make as little as $140 million on its opening weekend. If the Avengers can make $200 million, if Jurassic World can make $200 million opening weekend, bet your batarang that Batman and Superman are going to make $200 million opening weekend. Let me provide some facts for you guys, though, because I'm sure some of you might be questioning why I am so certain that this film is going to make $200 million opening weekend. Well, Deadline reports that supposedly Batman v Superman has already made about $25 million in pre-sale tickets. Take in mind that advanced ticket sales do factor in to an opening weekend for a film. So Batman v Superman is already guaranteed $25 million from pre-sale tickets to its opening weekend. This rivals the numbers that The Dark Knight Rises was making in pre-sale tickets back in 2012. Well, as it seems, The Dark Knight Rises was originally tracking about $180 million plus for its opening weekend back in 2012. Now, the film only ended up making $160 million opening weekend, but this was only because of the fact that a tragedy struck on that day when the film was released. Of course, for most of you that know, the theater shooting that happened back in 2012 during the premiere of The Dark Knight Rises was most of the reason that a lot of people didn't end up going to the theater that weekend, because they were kind of just put off by it and maybe even a little scared and afraid to go to the theater after what happened that weekend. So that is the reason that The Dark Knight Rises only opened to $160 million for its opening weekend. However, it was still tracking that $180 million plus. So, with Batman v Superman rivaling Dark Knight Rises in pre-sale tickets, I am guaranteeing you that Batman v Superman will definitely be making $180 million or more. My number that I am betting money on is $200 million plus. My official number that I'd say I'd make my guess on is $206 million. That is my guess. So I'm thinking Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice is going to make about $206 million domestically on its opening weekend. However, from what we got from these reports, the film is going to make about $140 million. In the Hollywood Reporter, they even say that apparently some Warner Brothers insiders are just being more cautious and suggesting a range of only $110 million. There is no way that Batman and Superman are going to make that little amount of money. Now, also in this report from the Hollywood Reporter, it is suggested that Dawn of Justice, Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice, was supposedly having a $250 million budget. That's pretty damn huge. You factor in things like marketing and everything like that, and that brings your number to about $420 million for the budget for Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. So, what I am telling you is that I guarantee Batman v Superman will be making over $180 million on its opening weekend. My guess is $206 million. My guarantee, my money that I will bet on the over-under is that it makes beyond $200 million on the opening weekend. That is a lot of information to cram into your brains. I hope you were able to follow it. But what do you guys think? How much do you think Batman v Superman is going to be making in terms of money? And how impressed are you by the pre-sale tickets? Because that's a pretty damn high number. $25 million already in advanced ticket sales. Not too bad at all. So, I want to hear all your thoughts in the comments section below. Please drop a like if you enjoyed. Comment down if you have an opinion, and subscribe if you're new. I'm Caboose XBL, and I will see you guys later.